Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meet Merp.
All right, so this week up on the docket, we are going to be telling you what we've been up to this week, as per usual, and then we'll be going into a few blogs. Really, actually, not a ton this week.
Yeah.
Just the mobile anniversary update. And then we do have the Wintertodt stuff, which we talked about last week, which is the actual update for this week.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some improved drop rates for the Varlamore stuff that everyone has been complaining about.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's nice. And also, before we get into anything,
And a
I'll
Q&A.
just quickly, as a public service announcement, let everyone know that
Don't.
the new 1,000 tickets for
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
RuneFest has long been sold out. Sold out within the first minute or two.
I swear, I looked 30 minutes later, and it was like still loading the page. It didn't say sold out. Which doesn't mean they weren't sold out, but they
Yeah,
officially confirmed it like 3 hours after.
I'm
On Twitter.
being generous, but I have seen posts and reports saying that all 1,000 tickets were at least reserved, as in being in people's carts, and you could no longer be in line to
Mm-hmm.
buy those tickets within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't regret not going for it, but at the same time, I am seeing a lot of people who got tickets, and I am getting a little jealous. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fine.
unfortunate. I still think they did it poorly, even though this is the second go. I think they should just do something like a lot of the bigger. Wait, before we get into all of this, I just wanted to make that announcement. We didn't need to talk about it.
How are you?
Yeah, how is it going?
It's going all right. Thank
Okay,
you for
what?
asking.
Yeah, what have you been up to this week?
I actually did a bunch of tobs this week. I did 7 tobs on Friday, which is like my whole stream, and I got a purple. I was very excited about it. It was a chest guard, but I haven't gotten a purple in months because I haven't been tobbing.
Yeah, you
So
usually have to do the content to get it.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
So I was very excited about that, and no one wanted the split because everyone I was raiding with was like Inferno and Blorva havers. Like they didn't need that 3 mil, so I got to keep 15 mil.
okay,
Which is exciting for me because I've just kind of been wasting money.
yeah,
I also greenlogged the Colossal Worm Agility course. And I was like, what can I work on now? Because I did that. I did Mahogany Homes. I like to have like a chill, like collection log activity to have off stream. What was that face?
because tell everyone the thing you decided to go for.
8 Batol Agility, baby. I am at like 260 laps. I'm going to need 2,000.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't
This is
know,
a very good long grind to have.
the collection log unlocks for the Apatol agility course only is the monkey on your back. That is the monkey backpack changes colors,
Changes styles.
changes styles and
To different
colors
monkeys.
To different monkeys based on how many laps you've done. I think you get the ninja monkey at like 2,000.
The ninja? Oh, like the fan. No, the 2,000 is the prince.
2,000 is the prince.
Yeah, you get the
Oh.
sweet prince.
Prince. Say his last name.
Aoyagi.
It's Awawogi.
Awawogi. That's like even cuter, actually. I really enjoy that.
At least I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna show you the
It's a
little
made up.
guys.
It's a made up name.
So Karamjan monkey, and zombie monkey. I got those. It's no big deal.
And then the maniacal skeleton Kruk Jr.,
That's
which
what
is
you were
the
thinking
ninja
of.
monkey. And then the princely monkey.
Yeah, little prince guy.
I still like
They're
the
pretty
ninja
cute.
one the most.
I don't know. I haven't really seen much of them. I didn't realize I just unlocked the zombie though. That's kind of cool. They're very good for like fashionscape and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm interested in collection logging. So I'll be getting a total of what is it? Like 1 point something mil XP in the process. I will not be doing much to be honest. But that's okay. I just want it for the collection log and something chill to do. Because I kind of regret not doing more collection log stuff with fishing. Because there's still a few fishing things I have to go back and do eventually. Like Golden Tench.
Yeah.
But I'm also doing Tina's bingo this weekend. So I'm thinking like I'll do more stuff like that whenever I'm at work doing it. So the Apatol will take a back seat for the bingo. I'm going to be playing more casually. But like on Friday, one of the tiles is to get a Golden Tench. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I'll go for that. Or there's also like 5 blood shards or something. So I could just AFK blood shards on my
5
breaks.
blood shards. You just get them all.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I was
It's actually
averaging
4.
whenever I was killing them for like 8 hours a day, I think I was getting one a day.
That's unusual. Remember the one? I've only gone like one whenever I first started. It took
Um,
16 hours.
I might have been doing it on 2 accounts.
Okay, I was like, you must have been getting spooned.
I
No,
mean,
you
I
never
don't
got there.
know.
You almost got there in that account and you didn't,
No, I
remember?
did.
You did?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, I totally did.
Oh, okay. Well, I forgot.
Yeah,
Also, if I'm making any weird faces, I'm very aware that I think I bit my tongue weird and it keeps bumping my tooth and it hurts.
sure, whatever you say.
And I think I sound normal, but like also like I feel like I don't sound normal.
It's okay if you have a
I'm
weird
like,
face. It's fine.
but that was mean. um, Looking forward to the bingo. I have other bingos that I signed up for. If you, anyone like who's listened before, I've mentioned I'm gonna do like 4 to 5 bingos. I don't even know when they start. I'm just kind of counting on someone tagging me and being like, "Bingo starts soon." So we'll see. But
Nice.
Tina's is this weekend, and that'll be fun.
Okay, and what's the next one?
I don't know.
I know the answer, so it's
Is it
funny you don't.
Sid's?
Nope,
Squishies.
nope.
It's not Arcs.
Yeah, it is.
Arcs changed his to be November.
Oh, okay.
Because
So,
yeah, Arc was gonna have overlap.
yeah, Arcs was gonna be like 1 week after Tina started, or 3 days
Yeah.
after Tina started.
Now I'm worried Arcs is gonna be at the same time as XP Waste, which I haven't signed up for yet.
Well, oh well.
A lot of bingos. I just like doing bingos, but I'm being very open and telling everyone I will be playing them casually because I don't want them to think I'm gonna be no-lifing. Oh, and other exciting news. One of my friends from NorCal is moving down here. That's very exciting.
Very exciting.
So anyone who doesn't like my background lore, I moved here from Redding, California. If you know, you know. It's not great.
It's a gross place.
Robert's stopped there once and we stopped at a Starbucks, but he's heard stories. And I've been trying to get friends to move down there since I moved to Southern California 11 years ago, and it's finally paying off. So I'm really happy.
Finally paying off.
Finally working.
I mean, you had no influence on it, but yeah,
I
finally
literally
paying off.
didn't. I thought he was just visiting. And then he's like, I'm going to try and stay. I told Robert when I went to go hang out with him, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and peer pressure him. And then I got there and I was like, I just straight told him, I'm going to try and peer pressure you to move here. And he's like, oh no, I'm going to try and stay. And I was like, let's go. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then, yeah, I'm going to have him meet Robert because I don't think you guys have ever met. And we're going to be best friends.
Anything else?
We're going to be best friends. That's it. How are you? I'm excited
good.
about it.
Yeah, pretty good. Not too much actually
Well,
going on.
you're going to make a new friend.
in
so.
the community. Like, at least I'm pretty sure. Like,
I mean, another, not really community thing, but RuneScape-ish thing. I mean, the Rune Festival, we'll talk about more.
yeah.
Everything in the league's poll passed.
Everything.
All the rewards.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had that tab open, actually. Let me make sure there's no other notes on this.
Yeah, so everything in the league's rewards passed. Also, league's the actual launch date was announced. It's November 27th.
Thank God I'm off on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, which
I'm gonna
is
need that day to grind.
literally the week of Thanksgiving. So, or at least I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it is. I think
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's the 28th.
Yeah, so you, if you're in America, should pretty much guaranteed have at least one day off near this time.
If you have, like, families, that's too damn bad for them, I guess.
Yeah, we don't. So
We
that's
don't.
fine.
So we're going to be playing leagues.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we'll
But,
make a fancy dinner.
Yeah, so there's that, and then also the other community thing I want to talk about was, yeah, I guess the RuneFest stuff, but that, as far as I
So-
remember, that's about it.
Okay, what do you think they could have done to make it better?
For anyone that's
I know
like,
we've talked about this so many times, but I don't care. We're going to do it again.
well, just yeah, for anyone that has like been to bigger events like the like conventions like Comic-Con, whether it's
Comic-Con's
on the East Coast
massive.
or the West Coast or wherever you've been to, like I'm pretty sure Anime Expo does it like this, where whenever you reserve
Stay on that meme.
whenever you reserve your ticket, you actually do it via your name and whoever else you buy it for, which is up to one additional person. You also put in their name, and then they actually verify your name whenever
At
you
the
go
site.
to the event. So that way, that avoids like scalpers. It avoids getting like 4 tickets, or I don't know if you could get more, but 4 tickets for like a bunch of people, which isn't the worst, but it does take away opportunities from other people as
Yeah.
well. So
I'm torn how I feel about that because I'm like, okay, that's a lot. But at the same time, if I was trying to go, I would want like my friends to try to get me a ticket and I would try to get them a ticket. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I get it.
I mean, yeah, I guess so, but it's just like
I just don't get why they went to a venue that can't have more people.
Yeah, that too.
That's the main one.
In total, for anyone that doesn't know, there's only 3,000 total tickets, as far as I understand.
Which
There
is
was
a huge increase.
It was 1,000, then it was 2,000, and now it's 3,000, which is
It was
still
1,000 at first.
wasn't it?
It might have been.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It was. I think it was less than 2,000, but I don't know if it's 1,000.
Okay, well, either way, they added a little bit more, and now so it's like 3,000 or less. But either way, yeah, not enough. Also, the verification process super amateur.
Okay, we don't know that for sure.
Well, no, the verification of the identification, like the amount of tickets you could buy it.
Oh,
Just the entire like ticketing process seemed amateur.
they got to make it more stressful at Comic-Con.
And also, they didn't do it properly where there was like a waiting room or anything like that.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, like Comic-Con.
Comic-Con does do it well, even though when you don't get a ticket, it feels like you're gonna die. It is pretty upsetting.
But at least
But it doesn't sell out in 1 minute.
at least you get the effect of having stood in a line where it's
Yeah.
all like, oh, I've been waiting at this website for an hour, but I've been here for so long before that I must be further ahead than the guy that just logged on.
Well, it's a little bit different. It doesn't matter for Comic-Con what time you arrive.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't actually, because I've bought a few of those tickets, or it used to not at least.
But like literally last time we bought them, they put you in a lobby.
They put you in a lobby and then they randomly refresh and allow random people in. That's why one of us was able to get in, not the other.
Is it random?
Yeah, it's random.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the way you're
I
looking
feel like
at
you're full
me
of shit, dude.
No. Wait, we can say that word. It's fine. Okay, keep talking. I need to confirm this. The way you were looking at me, I felt like I was lying. I swear I'm not.
I don't think it works that way.
Is the Comic-Con lobby random? System has been, quote, randomized. A lottery for the last few sales. So it's random. Because otherwise people would be on it, like, all year. You just never leave that line.
No, the website is only
You
up for a certain amount of time.
never leave the line. Anyway, though. What else has been going on?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's mostly it. Just the RuneFest stuff. Yeah, the announcement of leagues, and I mean, I guess the new patch. Besides that, though, I guess one other thing that I thought was kind of an interesting talking point from a post. It wasn't even like a super popular post. I just thought it was interesting. Is someone was talking about the cost of membership.
Okay.
And
How it's a lot?
how much it is these days.
Yeah.
Because like obviously, I mean, I think we've said plenty of times in the past that we buy a year at a time, so it's still relatively cheap. I think it's like if you buy the whole year, it's like $8 or $9 a month or something like that. It used to be like 4, and then it was 6, and then now it's like 8.
It's probably this year gonna be more like 10.
No, I think with the updated prices, it's around 8 or 9.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
mine's up in like 60 days.
Yeah, because I think it's like 80 or $90 for a full year. It used to be like 50 for a full year, something like that. So it was like $6 a month.
The good old days.
Yeah. Or yeah. Either way, it was cheap. It might have been like 60.
we believe
I think it was
this?
60, which made it $5 a month.
I think that they just put you in a waiting room and it's random.
Okay. And then but yeah, some people were talking about how they had convinced their friends to like play again, after like a year or two away. But then whenever they all came back and saw that the price of membership for them, which is Canadian, it was $18
Ugh. What?
for 1 month. And then all of them saw that and were like, oh, actually, we're just not going to play the
I
game.
don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
You were talking about making a free-to-play account.
I was talking about playing like one of the most. I've never even seen other people do this. I'm sure
they
someone
have.
does, but it's like one of the most cursed accounts that I could have thought of. And it's like an Iron Man or like a hardcore or something, and then you play free to play, and then whenever you get enough money in game for a bond, which is like 12 million gold, which is a ton of gold, then you get bonded for 2 weeks, and then you can do membership for member stuff for 2 weeks.
How would you even make 14 million in iron?
You definitely can. I mean, I've made millions on my iron, but
You should do that. That would be very entertaining.
it would be like
That'd be really funny.
it would be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go do like mining or something
Yeah.
in order to like high alch like plate bodies or something, and it'd be like, all right, cool. So I was here at this mine for like 4 days straight, and I have 1 mil.
Why does that sound like exactly something you'd be into though?
Maybe,
And
but
then you wouldn't be giving mine to Jagex, which I know you don't want to do.
yeah, exactly. But then I would be playing their game, which adds to their statistics or whatever. So,
Yeah, whatever. I
but
get it. What if I gave you a bond to start? Would you want it all to be earned?
no, then that immediately defeats the purpose. If you could just already do it's not like it improves my ability to make money by that much having the bond right away.
You could go to Vorkath immediately.
And I could just go sell the
You could
bond.
go to Scurious.
No.
You can make money if you don't use a scythe, I've heard.
Yeah, you can make money at Scarius. It's
If you
not a
don't use a
lot. It's
scythe.
like, if I had to guess, it's probably like
I've
100K
made
an
50
hour or
mil.
something.
Over 13,700
Yeah, I was all like,
kills.
okay, yeah, it's probably like 100, maybe 200K an hour or something. So I guess I could do that.
100 might be optimistic, to be honest. Thinking about that number.
I mean, if you think about it, if Scarius drops 2 plate bodies, that's 100K.
It drops admin plate bodies. It drops rune chain bodies.
It
So
drops
that's like
rune
30.
stuff. So you'd have to get like, yeah, if you got like 3 chain bodies an hour, then that would be 100K. And you get more than that. Like kite shields are worth a lot too.
You'll just get tuna.
Yeah. But I don't even know what food I would use and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I
I'll
was
help
thinking
you.
about like a super cursed version of the game like that, but that also like reminded me of that post, and I was wondering how many people actually feel that way.
Like they don't want to come back.
Yeah, because I've actually seen that from like not just that post, but from other people. I've never played this way, but people are like, "Oh, I'll come back for like 1 month, and then that'll be it." But now it's like too expensive to come back for 1 month, or like they can't justify spending the $20 for 1 month because it's essentially like if you went on Steam, there's a ton of games you can buy for like
Guns.
ton of gums. There's a ton of games you can buy for $20 or less. So it's just like any month that you want to play, it's like, do you want to play for a month or do you want to buy an entirely new game that's probably
But
like
it
fun?
won't last you forever.
Well,
Which
I
some
mean,
people probably
neither
like.
neither definitely will.
No, but there's always things to do.
One will last you a month, and like you could buy Skyrim for $20, which will last you way more than a month.
Skyrim.
I mean, you don't play Skyrim.
I've played 6.9 hours. I'll have you know.
Wow, that's
I
a
looked
lot.
last night. It's
Um,
been over a year though.
but yeah, I don't know. I guess I mean, there's no point asking you because you just
What?
are always bonded. So
Yeah. What were you gonna ask?
I was just gonna ask like how you feel about like the like like being deterred from playing RuneScape because it's too
Oh,
expensive now.
yeah. I mean, I have friends that I want to try to convince to play RuneScape, but I realize that's a big deterrent. Being like, plus you have to pay like $13 a month to play
Yeah.
it better. Because my friend that's moving here, like I told him I'm gonna try to get him to play RuneScape, and he was like trying to have me describe it. And first of all, it's very hard to describe without sounding super lame.
Yeah.
And then also like I didn't even mention that also membership costs money.
True. Yeah.
Didn't mention that aspect.
I was thinking, and like the game has free to play, but I feel like the conversion of players from free to play to members is probably like so incredibly low.
We converted.
No, I bought members on Tutorial Island.
I converted.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It's pretty high if I didn't. So. Until Robert did that and I copied him, it never occurred to me to spend money on a video game.
Yeah.
I was like, you can do that? Like, your parents are okay
Yeah,
with
like,
it?
literally
As I'm like 22 years old.
On Tutorial Island, they introduce what bonds are, and I immediately bought membership.
I was just like spam clicking, like, need to cook my shrimps.
No. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting because, yeah, no one's gonna be like. I feel like trying to convince your friend to play RuneScape by introducing them via free to play is a losing battle.
So I'll get them to be interested and pay to play. And then once he's interested, be like, by the way, get to e-begging.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I
Time
guess.
to stay at the GE and beg for bonds.
Let us know if you think the game is too expensive at $20. Well, we're just rounding up.
That we're rounding up a bit, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, in US, it's 15.
Is it 15? I thought it was like 13.
No, I think it's.
It's more than $10.
Yeah, it's 14 or 15. It's a lot more than what it used to be. Which
Yeah.
I mean, even Alfresco, someone that we know, said the same thing.
Yeah, one of our mods, they're still like legacied in, aren't they? They're
No,
grandfathered in.
they. That's what I'm saying. They would only pay like a month or two at a time.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, and so now they like kind of just, and that was back when it was like $10.
Yikes. Yeah,
So
Fresco's been playing for 20 years.
yeah, so I don't even know if they plan on playing again.
They were playing the other day. They were logged in.
Oh, were they
Yeah, I
on
should
their Iron
message and
Man?
see what they're up to. No, it's on their main.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why.
Because you don't log in the Ironman.
I mean, no one does. You haven't logged in since the first day it
I
was
will
made,
log in.
apparently.
I will log in for leagues, maybe.
Yeah, I doubt
If
it.
you log in, I will.
You're not going to, so it
If you
doesn't
log
matter
in,
what I do.
I will.
But yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting to talk about. I do wonder how many people, at what price point would people stop playing? Because at this point, it's the same price as WoW for anyone that doesn't know.
The thing is, they do it so slowly that you don't think about it. You know what I mean? Like a
I
couple
guess
dollars
so.
here or there. So, like, if they raise it to like 30 right now, I'd be like, what? But if they slowly raise it to 30 in 10 years, I might not really realize. You know? It's
Yeah, I
like
guess
you're
so.
like a frog and you're singing water and it's boiling or whatever.
Yeah,
What's that phrase?
that's also
Not true,
just not
right?
true. No.
Yeah, but it's like the phrase.
Yeah. What
OSRS
what a
membership price.
what a crazy saying. If you slowly boil a frog, the frog just doesn't notice it's dying.
They
Like
notice.
I'm sure there is something like that, but no, in real life the frog jumps out when
You
it
know,
gets hot.
another messed up thing is people boiling like lobsters alive because doesn't it hurt them?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, is this vegan propaganda?
Also, we just looked it up, and it is $14 US
Wow.
for a 1 month membership.
Close that. I don't need to look at
And
that.
the thing that I don't,
Ew, $100 for a year.
yeah, it's $100 for a year now.
Ew, mine's up in like 50 days. That's gross.
Yep, there you go. Or $72 for 6 months.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, you save a lot of money. You save $70
Is
if you buy the year.
Is RuneScape membership the same as OSR's membership?
Yeah,
Okay.
it works on both.
If you subscribe to RuneScape, you get a new outfit, weapons, pet, and much more.
Wow.
And OSRS, you just get a bigger map, more skills, some bosses.
There you go. But yeah,
Nothing free.
there's yeah, this is the same thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's all one membership, which I guess is nice, but yeah, that's it. I just wanted to bring it up because I thought it was kind of interesting. I wonder what the limit is. I mean, I don't really care because as soon as like I'm able to justify something, then I just buy it. Like I don't really hang on to money like that. Like I don't really care.
You're not stingy like me.
Yeah, like if I see a game and it looks fun, I'll buy it. I don't really care. But if I don't really see myself getting like time out of it or anything like that, then I won't. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay.
But yeah, besides that, we can probably talk about the actual stuff from this week.
Cool. So starting out with the mobile anniversary update delay. Spoiler. We'd like to share an update about our new mobile UI, including much requested features like tile markers, NPC highlights, customizable hotkeys, high scores, and the long-awaited menu entry swapper. If you're not familiar with this update, we did talk about this during the Summer Summit, I believe, so go listen to that episode. It's like Summer Summit review, I think. As mentioned before, they had planned to release the mobile UI on October 9th, which is like weird because today's October 9th.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
it's like not here.
Yeah, crazy.
Unfortunately, we've taken the decision to delay our mobile UI release by 1 month. We're now aiming to launch on November 6th. I almost wish they wouldn't say a date, personally, but whatever.
Okay.
To those of you who may have been patiently waiting for the launch of mobile UI, we sincerely apologize for the additional wait. We know how excited you all are to experience a new upgraded OSRS on mobile. This decision was not made lightly, but we need to ensure that we deliver the best possible experience to our community. During development, we identified a number of bugs and areas of improvement related to the menu entry swapper. This feature improves many activities for the mobile client by allowing you to swap around the default right-click single-tap options with any other available. One-tap pickpocketing on mobile is just one of the many activities the community has expressed excitement for. Consequently, for many of you, menu entry swapper is one of the main reasons for jumping onto the new mobile UI update. We made the difficult decision to delay this update so that the menu entry swapper can be polished, user-friendly feature on launch. As Leagues is launching in November, it's important for us to spend additional time on addressing all of the identified bugs and areas of improvement to make sure that this can happen. In the coming weeks, we'll take all necessary steps to ensure this update meets the high standards of polish, functionality, and usability that our community expects. We can't stress enough how significant this update is going to be for our mobile players, and we remain committed to improving mobile usability overall.
Man, you really went word for word, huh?
Yep, I
You
started
can't-
losing my breath.
You couldn't just sum this up by saying
Straight up,
they don't want to do this?
I skimmed it at work, so I had to. I can't wing it like you.
Oh, I mean,
I
yeah.
can't wing it like you.
I guess to sum it up, they said, it's not done, brother.
But they had it was for the menu entry swapper. They're like, if this isn't going to be good, what's the point? To be fair, that is the main thing I'd want.
I mean, it's just not done.
It's not done. It's not ready.
Yeah, whatever they're saying, they can say whatever they want. It's not done, is what it ends up being. So
I know the way you were looking at me, I was like, he's judging me for reading it all, but I don't
yeah,
care.
I was like, this is such
I don't care.
And the only reason it bothers me is because, I mean,
You think
I
it's an
guess
excuse?
no, I guess any company does this, but they always say one thing over the course of 5 paragraphs.
Yeah.
And you could have literally summed this up by saying, not all the mods are done, so we're delaying it.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing.
I think that they have to over-explain because people will complain.
Maybe.
You know what I noticed while I was reading, though? Is that I think my lungs are getting looser, if you will.
What?
I could hold in air more. I could read more. At work, my spiel has gotten longer, and I've noticed, like, I used to get slightly out of breath at the end, and now I'm not.
Cool.
So they're loosening. Loose lung Michelle, that's what they call me. What's the word for that?
Speaking of loosening, if you want
What are you
to,
gonna say there?
play a loose version of mobile with menu entry swapper, you can just get a laptop that can turn into a tablet and have RuneLite on there, and it works literally exactly how they
Well,
imagined.
then it's not mobile. You have to visit on your phone.
But it has menu entry swapper, and you can touchscreen it.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to just tap to thieve, you can.
It's not a phone.
Who cares?
It's not a phone.
Okay. But yeah, that's it. So, mobile anniversary has been delayed.
Happy mobile anniversary, though, to all those who celebrate.
Yeah, so
not by the update, though.
you're like, oh, cool. Maybe they're, almost done, and they're going to be. This is why obviously they're lying, right? This is why they're lying, though, because they're like, oh, surely menu entry swapper, this is a single mod. Surely it's almost done. Maybe, like a week or two? One entire month from now is when the release will actually happen.
It's very like Arrested Development. It's one banana. How much did it cost? $5?
Yeah. So for them to smooth out this, whatever they're saying is the single mod that's causing this delay is causing it to be delayed until November 6th is the new launch.
Pains me that you make me have to defend them right now. Because they didn't say that's the only one. They said there's a number of bugs and areas of improvement. Okay. All right.
They should have just started with, sorry, Scapers, this is a catastrophe.
No. But I do hate when they give these these exact dates, because then when it gets pushed back, like, it's awkward. Like, you got everyone, it's already been delayed. You got everyone excited that was going to be on the anniversary. Why don't you just, like, stop announcing these deadlines? Like, I think it makes people lose faith a little bit in their work, too. I'm like, just announce it once everything's tested. You know what they never do, and they should maybe do, is release something, or announce the release date after something's finished. It feels very much like they're working on the last second and they release it last second,
I mean, they are. Haven't you played the latest update?
Yeah, they definitely do that, which I'm sure that they have to, like work guidelines, or what's the word, deadlines or whatever. But it'd be nice if they're like, okay, we finished mobile. We're gonna drop in 1 week.
We're actually gonna drop it early.
Then they would just do it immediately and it would be bugged again.
Imagine they're all like, oh, we finished a little early, so we're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they have like tile. They show you what tile markers is going to look like, menu entry swapper, and custom hotkeys if you care, because
I actually play mobile at work now.
It's they're showing off the new mobile stuff. If you don't know what it looks like, but most people have seen it before.
I really like how the chat box is going to look. The button in the corner.
Yeah,
that'll be nice.
Yeah, hopefully it works. We'll see. But that is it for the mobile stuff. The stuff that is actually really exciting for a lot of people is...
I'm a mobile gamer now. How dare you?
Well, I mean, it's not exciting that it's getting delayed, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter. The really exciting thing is the Wintertodt stuff. So this is this week's update, October 9th, and there's been a lot of drop updates, which I think is more interesting to me.
Yes. Do we want to read this PSA? Because I feel like that's kind of relevant.
Yeah, so they are addressing that they've been having a lot of downtime whenever server updates tend to happen. So there was 45 minutes of downtime today, and after this reboot, hopefully there will be less than like 5 minutes of downtime for every update going forward.
Okay, I want to read this exact because there's not 45 minutes downtime. There's a 45-minute timer and then there's no downtime.
No, I said today there was 45 minutes of downtime.
Was there? Because it says here it will reboot at 11:30 as usual, following a 45-minute timer. There will be no downtime.
I thought that was like for the next time.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is I want to fight starting this week.
I know. I was like, what's going on?
I can't help it. I think I'm just a know-it-all.
Okay. I mean, let us know if there was no update this week. I don't know because I don't.
I'm not up in the middle of the night anymore.
Yeah, I just figured that there was a regular amount of downtime today, which is usually around 45 minutes. But anyways, they are saying that from now on, there is going to be a reboot of the servers at 11 a.m. BST, which is like whatever
3
time
a.m.
here,
here.
3 a.m. here, and then there should be no downtime. Yeah, like the servers will go down, and then they should be down for a minute or two, and then the servers will be back up, and then you can re-enter the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they've been having. That's one of the attributing factors to why they've had so much downtime recently.
Cool. Wintertodt.
Wintertodt.
Please just go.
Yeah,
Said
so
the same thing last week.
we have Wintertodt. Some big updates here. This is the stuff that we talked about last week and a few weeks ago as well. So if
We do a little review.
there actually is some new stuff here.
Okay.
So they are replacing Wintertodt mechanics with warmth. The warmth meter is now going to take place of your health bar. It'll act in the same way in that if it gets to 0, you will die. So this is still.
I don't know why the way you said that was really funny. You will die.
Yeah, they actually
Whatever.
say it
They do, yeah.
very intensely.
There's a whole paragraph on it.
Yeah.
Fatal cold.
So it says, keep in mind that while Wintertodt won't be attacking your life force directly, running out of warmth will kill you. And Wintertodt remains a dangerous activity. Hardcores are not safe, so keep yourself warm or somebody will bury your bones for prayer XP and everyone will laugh at you.
They said the same thing last time, but I'm glad they kept it because I thought it was funny.
Yeah. For anyone wondering, they did make additions such as the Ring of Life still working, the defense cape if it's selected to the Ring of Life option
I
will
didn't know
also
that was
still
even
work,
a thing.
and the Phoenix necklace will also still work. Appropriately, the Ring of Life will teleport you out at 10% warmth, and the Phoenix necklace at 20% of your warmth meter.
Cool.
So keep it above that. Also, to reiterate, since last time, the food, for anyone wondering how you heal yourself, food will heal you every time you take a bite of food. And it has more than 4 points of healing. So like a piece of cake, a pie, pretty much anything in the game that's not like
Preferably bring
a scrim.
a cake, honestly.
Yeah, all of those things will heal you for 30%.
What about the scrimps?
It's actually 35, you're right. So
I
it'll
didn't
heal
even
you.
say that. I said, what about the scrimps? And you said, you're right.
It'll heal you for 35, and the potions that you can make in the game that usually you're using to heal the pyromancers, those will heal you for 40.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or heal the pyromancer still.
yeah, or that too. So if you want to be fully self-sufficient in this game mode, you actually now can.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, you couldn't. So that's
Another
pretty cool.
change I don't think they mention is that if you log out while you're in Wintertodt now, you will be moved outside of the doors. It's in the first paragraph. You scrolled past it. But
Really?
yeah. So once it goes live, if you logged out in Wintertodt, you'll be
Oh,
moved
no,
outside.
no. You're reading this wrong. They're saying if during this update you had
I
been
don't
logged out
want to do
in
the podcast anymore.
They're saying
What is this?
it literally says it in the sentence, in the same sentence, but before you said it. Once the update goes live, comma, if you had logged out in the Wintertodt arena, comma, you'll be moved outside of the doors.
I read that is once it goes live, hypothetically in the future you log out there. I'm gonna scream.
No.
Well, I hate that I tried to say something.
It's actually.
Keep reading.
I mean, you are right, but it's always done that. Not since this update.
I thought you could log out in the lobby.
You can, but when you log back in, you won't be in the lobby.
But yeah, I thought you'd still be in the lobby. I don't remember.
No.
I usually go outside.
Yeah, it'll teleport you out just the same. But also some people did ask. They actually don't mention in this update, but they have in the past. People were asking about their crates that they already have stockpiled in their bank. They'll still be there, and you can still open them the same as before.
Yeah, we
Or you
mentioned
can
that
just
last
keep
week
them.
too.
Yeah, or you can just keep them and never open them. You won't be able to get them outside of turning in duplicate items, so you won't
Yes.
get them after the end of the game because they're doing a point system, similar to how like a lot of other mini games work.
And Guards of the Rift will have that soon, or the big pole soon
Yeah, like
too.
Guardians of the Rift already has that.
Bro,
Um,
I'm just on my own little wavelength right now, thinking of other stuff.
yeah, huge. But some these are well, those are most things everyone already knew. These
Hmm.
are a few things that at least I didn't know or I didn't remember. So the first one is going to be regeneration of health. So this actually is going to affect warmth exactly how it does health. So your warmth is going to tick up by 8% every minute, the same way your health normally does, plus an additional 1% for each piece of warm clothing you wear. So if you have all four pieces, you'll tick up 12% every minute. So
Cool.
if your health just randomly jumps up, then that means you just regenerated health. So
It's not a bug.
it's not a bug. We already talked about the food, and we already talked about the potion. So for anyone wondering, a cake will offer you a 105% total healing amount for the slot that it takes up. Whereas the rejuvenation potion, the one that you make inside the arena, will heal you for 120% of the full potion for the slot that it takes up. So
And little scrimps will not heal you at all.
they will not heal you at all. Neither will sardines, I don't think.
The rejuvenation potions, they also made now, so you'll be able to drink it on left click. And then to heal the pyromancers, you can, I'm assuming, still right click and use it, but you'll just click the pyromancers and it'll just like left click help as well.
Uh,
Fact check me,
yes.
please, because apparently I'm you this week. I'm not reading anything. I just bit
So
my tongue again.
they say that to
This is the
prevent.
worst day.
You're right. It will
Okay,
automatically drink it from your
thank you.
inventory, but the second part is that to prevent accidental potion consumption, we've added a left click help option to the
Yeah,
pyromancers.
that's what I said.
So if you're not familiar with this, you actually use the rejuvenation potions to heal the pyromancers when they've taken damage or have fallen to the floor.
I
With
love that
these
they've explained that because no one heals them ever.
Yeah, true. With these changes to the potions, we might see less players running from the southeast brazier to the southwest one after a pyromancer goes down, especially since you've earned points for helping them out.
So I was right.
No, so what this is saying is that they've added a left click help option to the pyromancers.
That's what
So,
I said.
well, you're saying that whenever you left click, it won't just automatically help them. You're saying you have to right click them.
I misspoke. When you left click the potion, you drink. When you left click the healer, you heal him.
Yes.
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 Also, which brazier do you go to?
I usually go to the. If you're looking at the doors of Din,
No one looks at the doors.
what you do when you click on them to go inside of them.
Oh, look outside. Looking at
So if you're looking at the doors of Din, I go to the left.
You go to Southwest. Me too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Twins.
I used to go to the one to the right a long time ago, but then I stopped.
Everett over there sucks.
Okay.
Honestly, a lot of people in Wintertodt just kind of suck. Where do you guys go? Does anyone go to the north? Supposedly, people are up there.
There are people up there.
I think they're probably bots.
Those braziers are on.
Supposedly.
But anyways, there is additional changes based on feedback, and these are actually pretty good. I like them a lot, at least.
I don't feel like I'm informed enough to speak on anything ever again in my life.
Okay,
So, please.
These are additional changes to the warmth system. So they added additional sources of regeneration to warmth, such as Heal Other, the spell, Redemption, or Heal Other. Is it a prayer or is it a spell?
I think that's a spell.
Yeah, I think it's a spell.
Like lunar.
Redemption, the prayer, as well as the regen bracelet and the hit points cape will all interact with warmth how it does with health.
Cool.
Previously, this wasn't the case, so that's nice. And then we also went over how fatal the cold is, and there's an additional change on items that aren't considered warm.
I could say this. We got further additions to the Cozy Scape list. So new items are including wolf mask, earmuffs, cap and goggles, woolly hat, bobble hat, jester hat, and tri-jester hat.
Yep. There you go.
The
So
end.
you can be a clown if you want to, and it'll actually be worthwhile.
Not the regular clown, just a jester clown.
Oh
There's
yeah.
a creepy clown too.
No, but this is Jester Clown.
Okay. I want to be a
Um,
woof woof.
there is one last quality of life thing though. There is
This one's my favorite.
yeah, this is my favorite as well. They've added a slightly longer cooldown on being interrupted by the Wintertot's basic attack while fletching your Bruma roots into kindling, so that you'll be guaranteed to fit a few fletches in before being interrupted. And
Thank God.
someone asked exactly how much is this because it just says slightly longer.
Even if it's just 2, I'm happy.
It is exactly 10 ticks long.
Okay, that's like 2 or 3.
That's a lot. I mean, that's
It's
almost
more than the 0 I've gone in the past.
yeah, that's almost 2 full like 4 tick rotations. So,
Cool.
or it's actually more, right? So that's pretty good.
Math.
Another change we're making here ties into the point around keeping yourself topped up indefinitely.
Okay, I don't remember this at all.
They're just talking about the rewards pile. Why are you here today?
Oh my God, stop, because I thought this was related to health, and I was like, what do you mean? Okay, I mean, why would they say it like that? If you're already familiar with Wintertodt, then this may sound a little counterintuitive because your inventory is likely to fill up with supply crates and hamper your points earning potential the next round. Introducing the rewards pile. No more crates. Never crate again.
There are crates.
Mostly no more crates. Ow, I just bit my tongue again. What is happening? Bless you. We're a mess. We're still going though. Gone are the days of supply crates bloating out your bank.
Bloating out.
I don't know why they said it like that.
Just blowing out your bank's back.
Who says that?
That's what it
They said
says.
bloating.
That's literally what it says.
You don't bloat someone's back out.
Dude, it says it right there.
They did not. They don't say the word back anywhere.
Dude, it says it.
Oh my God. Instead, for every crate you would have earned or every roll you would have gotten, you'll get another search added to the rewards pile. It's right next to the bank so that things have kept convenient, and you can even use the big search option to loot 5 times at once, which is what they're adding to Guards of the Rift. That is what I meant earlier.
Yep, there you go.
This should alleviate bank space issues and make Wintertodt a little more appealing for any ultimate irons out there.
Dude, you know what I'm gonna do?
Always catering to ultimates.
I'm gonna make it
An ultimate
I'm
free
gonna
to
make
play.
an ultimate free to play. Build up enough gold somehow. Go to Wintertodt, and then just AFK and not get a single reward until 99 construction.
Why, man?
Might as well.
Tina at least got rewards when she did, right?
Well, yeah, but
Okay,
I mean,
good.
you have to turn in the crate eventually. You don't have a bank as an ultimate.
Oh. I never considered that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. But no, I mean, you could do that now if you wanted to. You could just 0 to 99 construction on your ultimate, and you won't have to do.
Why would you, man? Why would you?
Well, it's a lot nicer because, like, previously you just had to be like, oh, did I get something useful? No, drop it on the ground. Or, like, even if it's kind of useful, if it's just not useful at the time and you don't want to stop your grind, you still drop it on the ground. So now it's a lot better. Obviously, you
Cool.
can just wait until, I mean, you can wait for a long time. You can wait until, because for anyone that doesn't know, the herbs given to you and the seeds are based on your farming level.
Yeah, it's just better to go later.
Yeah, it works kind of the same way as like Temperos or any
Fishing
of the
trawler,
any of
right?
the fishing ones. Yeah, they all based on your fishing level, so it's usually better to wait to get the rewards. Now you can do that with Wintertodt, which previously you could not with an ultimate.
One other message that we skipped here is that I don't even remember where it was. Whenever you're picking the herbs from the walls, that sounded really dumb.
Yeah,
Whenever you're picking the herbs from the walls, you're no longer going to get farming XP
nice.
because they don't want you to have a low intense, consistent farming method.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's weird. And then also, whenever you go to Wintertodt, it will indicate in chat that you are wearing or not wearing warm clothing. So it'll just like a little bit clear, and it'll also tell you what is correct because it's like they said, it's not immediately obvious. You wouldn't put on a jester's hat and be like warm clothing.
Yeah, for the most part. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
That was pain. That's what that was.
So it is now the next day. I don't have any updates.
Nothing new. Sometimes whenever you announce it, I'm like, just don't even announce it.
Yeah,
They don't.
but I
You
mean,
guys don't even know.
yeah, I have different clothes though this time.
I thought you were wearing that yesterday.
I might have been.
I'm in different clothes, and I'm wearing a green shirt that's blending in with the green screen. You just can't tell
Nice.
because it's black right now.
But yeah, so we can continue on with some Varlamore changes this time around.
Varlamore to talk about.
Wow. Yeah, so these are continuing on the Rising Darkness improvements from last week, and these are some additional changes. If you listened to last week, you knew that some people were not super happy with the way that the content was rolled out.
Yeah, but especially some Huey drop rates, I feel like was the most controversial.
It's definitely up there.
It's up there.
And I don't know what it's going to be like now. I don't really even have the old rates to compare it against, but I'm assuming this will be a lot better for a few reasons.
Yeah.
So, starting off, we have the soiled pages. A lot of people said that they simply didn't drop often enough for them to be like super usable. For anyone that doesn't know, this gives you 10% increased damage with earth spells. So, really, it's against dragons.
When you have the mud book or whatever
Yeah,
it's
when you
called.
have the mud book with the soiled pages.
What's it called? It's not called mud book.
It's mud book now.
The mud book.
So if you had the mud book with the soiled pages, it would take you previously around 2 hours to get enough pages, assuming you're an Iron Man, obviously. 2 hours to get enough pages for 1 hour of content, which was really, really low, even compared to other page sources. So now it's been increased. So they've increased the drop rate slightly, and they increased the quantity from 30 to 80 now.
Something I dislike that we did is you said how long it took, but we don't know how long it takes now. We just know it's better than it used to be.
Well, yeah, these just came out, so
Yeah.
I mean, this is almost 3 times as many. So immediately, it is already even without the drop rate increase, nearly 3 times as fast.
Supposedly.
So yeah, so it'll be, more akin to like 40 minutes of grinding for 1 hour of use,
Probably.
not taking into account the increased drop rate.
I don't know. I don't go there. I don't want to guess.
Okay.
Next up, the Huey Coral hide drop rate has been significantly increased and now drops 2 to 3 hides instead of 1. I don't know if you guys remember, we said previously it was like an egregious amount of time to get the outfit.
Yeah, it was a long time. Like we it was compared to the entirety of the crystal armor and Bofa grind at Corrupted Gauntlet.
And now it's at least 2 to 3 times faster.
At least 2 to 3 times
Definitely
faster.
more also because the increased drop rate.
Yeah, so they do have an increased drop rate as well. So for your information, the base chance to roll on the unique table is 1 out of 23 for Huey in general. And this is scaled by your contribution as well as, and is individual to each player. So.
I hate drop rates like this.
Me too.
I think that they make sense for the game, but I freaking hate being like, I don't know what my drop rate is at any given time.
I don't. I don't like this style, and I don't think it's good for the game.
Well, it makes sense because if you're doing it in mass, like you get KC in 49 seconds.
Well, the reason I don't think this makes sense is because stuff like this, or like, I mean, Corp is just this, but to like a much higher degree, for example.
Well, Corp, you only get 1 drop.
Corp is only 1 drop, but who gets the best drops and who gets rewarded extra?
I imagine it's like Next, though, where anyone can get the drop. And you're more likely to get it if you've done more damage, but technically anyone can.
Yeah, I also don't think Next is a good system.
Oh, no, it annoys me.
Because it's not that it's counterintuitive. It is actually intuitive the way the drop rate works for Huey as well as Next, but it's like counterproductive in my mind because for anyone that doesn't know, the way that Next works and the way that Huey works is that all of your drop rate is based on your contribution. So if you deal 100% of the damage, you get 100% of contribution, so you have all the drop rate. But for, if you have bigger groups and you deal less damage, then your drop rate also goes down.
It's very annoying. I get it, but it annoys me.
I don't like it. I've never liked it, and it's never made sense to me.
I just don't like stuff where it's not clear what the drop rate is.
Yeah.
It's tilting.
It's also like almost impossible to like,
you can't even guess.
evaluate unless you're in a group
And everyone's tracking how much damage they do.
Yeah, unless you're in a group of like 4 or 5 people and you know pretty much exactly what percent of the damage you do, it's pretty difficult to track it. I mean, you can average it out, right? But it's going to be difficult to track it in general.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the MVP gets 10% increased drop rate as well. The reason I don't like this and I don't like Nex is because the people that aren't getting MVP and the people that aren't getting higher contribution are the people that need the items more.
Yeah, I think that they definitely do it for people who like could be boosting, but then it kind of takes away from everyone who genuinely just isn't hitting as hard.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it should be pretty much the same, except remove the scaled by contribution part and just be like, I don't know, like, oh, there's 20 people. Everyone has hit this boss. Everyone has the same drop rate.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
it's like if the
Annoys me.
the incentive shouldn't be to deal more damage for higher drop rate. The incentive should be to deal more damage to kill the boss faster.
Yeah.
Because then that's still more KC per hour. So it's still incentivized to go there with best in slot gear. So yeah, I've never liked this, but I mean that's the way it works now.
I knew it would work like this, but I'm still annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this next part word for word because it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who want a bit more information, the chance to roll on the unique table is modified by your contribution percentage, which we spoke of. So, for example, in a solo encounter, you do 100% of the damage, so your base rate is 1 out of 23. 23 point M?
No, that's a mistype.
Oh, okay. Just 1 out of 23.
Yeah, 1 out of 23.
And a 5-man where all the players did equal damage, your drop rate would be one fifth of that, so 1 out of 115. This caps out at 1/20th of the base drop rate.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate it already. And then, like you said, the MVP also gets 10% increase. So the base, we could read the drop rates for someone doing solo.
Yeah, but also you have to keep in mind in their example, if you did 100% of the damage, you would have a 1 out of 23. So every 23 kills, you'd expect a drop. This is for you to hit the unique table, which there's 3 things on the unique table.
I
so
guess 4
you
if we count
have
the pet.
No,
We don't count the vet.
No, that's not rolled as
Is it not
unique. It literally
unique?
says right there it's not rolled as unique.
Oh.
So it can roll separately. But anyways, so the 1 out of 23 is realistically, if you're looking for the hide, 1 out of 69.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's around 1 out of 9. Tome is 1 out of 4. Hide is 1 out of 1.5. So you're most likely to get the hide, but remember that's still like a 1 out of 23.
Yeah.
It's weird. The pet, though, it scaled by contribution is 1 out of 400.
Okay. But I mean,
like,
it also says above, it says this caps out at 1/20th of the base drop rate, which means like it caps out at 20 people is the way I'm understanding this. So if you have 20 people, that just multiply the drop rate times 20, and that is your chance of getting it.
Yeah.
If in a full group.
Which, I mean, not too bad for the hide.
Yeah.
But still, I hate drop rates like this. They annoy me so much to read about.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel irritated.
I also don't like it because, I mean, I'm sure there are people that enjoy this, but it highly incentivizes making small groups and not actually doing the worlds.
I've not been going because I only want to do a small group now.
Yeah, because it's just...
Which I thought Mass was very fun because it's so quick.
It's not generally worth it, you know, time-wise, whatever worth it means to you, to do, like, Nex or Huey in Mass unless you just really want something that's AFK and, like, are barely paying attention.
I mean, I would not say they're AFK, but I know what you mean. They're more chill.
Yeah. I mean...
I was like, you could definitely still die.
Yeah, that's the same way at Nex. Like, you can die, but compared to small group or obviously solo,
It's way more chill.
Yeah, it's way more chill and doable, and it's second screen monitor type of content at that point.
I disagree.
For most people, after you've done 1,000 KC or 100 KC, it's probably turns into that. But yeah. So I mean, I guess it's cool. It's better than it was. These are all boosted drop rates now.
I wonder what they were before. They specifically did not say.
Yeah,
so it must have been very bad.
They didn't say.
I think that's kind of funny. Also, a hard clue scroll is 1 out of 50, and the tooth half of the moon key is 1 out of 150. It's a different kind of key now. Did you not see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was looking at the drop table and I was like, what is a moon key? It's just another thing. Oh, well, there's just like moon keys literally online. But it's something that you use in a chest in Varlamore now. And
Oh,
it's just like one of those things, like, random supplies and stuff.
stupid.
They
All
always
right.
give 250 Sunfire Splinters and another reward.
I guess that's cool. What else can drop?
Like
Dragon
literally
plate
random
legs.
stuff.
Okay.
And then some runes, some coal.
Helmet of the spoon.
Whoa, I want this Helmet of the Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, suddenly I'm gonna go here. I saw pictures of this helmet and I was like, is that fake?
It looked like a spoon.
It does look like a spoon. Oh my god, I could dress as a spoon for like a little contest and wear that.
Yeah, you could.
That's cool. Okay, I'm keeping that tab open to remember.
It also
Suddenly I want
the helmet
this.
also gives you 3 prayer bonus, which is actually really high.
That's kind of random.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It looks goofy. I love it. Anyway.
But yeah, so the drop rate is pretty okay now. The tome is, yeah, like you said, 1 out of 4, so pretty high as well.
These are more in line with a mid-level boss.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely much better. I would still, I mean, I'm not going to do the math, but I would still want to see the equivalencies of getting a full hide set to getting a full clue set. You know,
Oh, like,
God D'hide,
yeah. I was like, what from Clues?
not including the shield.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's it. We can move on to the Amoxliatl drop rates. So this is for the ice boss, for anyone that doesn't know the name.
I really enjoy this boss. It's very easy, chill boss.
Yeah, this is the Frost Nagua that is in the Heart of Darkness. So the Glacial Timotli is a 1 out of 100. The Pendant is 1 out of 25. Elite Clues are 1 out of 200. And Moxie, the pet, is 1 out of 3,000.
Cool.
None of these have been changed. They're just letting you know the drop rate.
Yeah. So the Worm Agility course can give you the Squirrel Pet. So for the base rates, the basic course gives you 1 out of 28,503, and the advanced gives you 1 out of 25,406. And remember, I think that's like base level times your skill level or something. Or no, divided by, I don't know.
I have
There's
no
some weird
idea.
math stuff. Look at the wiki. It's not actually that rate unless you're level 1.
Yeah, I do not know.
Yeah.
That's I feel like that's not too bad of a rate, honestly.
I don't know. The Apatol one's really bad, which is funny because that's where I'm choosing to be.
Yeah. Additional Huey changes though. So aside from the improvements to Huey's drop rate, they also changed some things, mainly fixes. So the empty and charged Tome of Earth will now only take 1 bank space.
And fix an issue where the personal best time broadcast for killing Huey wasn't showing in the clan channel.
And players can no longer prevent being kicked down the mountain after the fight restarts.
Love that. I didn't know it kicked you down.
Well, maybe I don't know if it actually physically kicks you down. I think maybe.
Oh, I think it'd be very funny if it kicked you.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just saying like it knocks
lame.
you down the hill.
I was like,
Yeah.
I want to see his little leg kick you.
No, maybe it does. Who knows?
That'd be cute.
Next, we have some mastering mixology changes.
Yeah, so you'll now get bonus points for submitting multiple potions at the same time. So an extra 20% bonus for submitting 2 potion orders at one go.
Yep, and also 40% bonus for submitting all 3 in one go. I did see someone make a post on this about their
Good.
concerns.
Oh.
This is much better than how it is now.
I'm glad I've not gone yet.
Yeah, just based on points, this is significantly. You are always going to turn in all 3. It is so much more points. But that being said, because of that, the rewards are still weighted in a weird way.
Oh, they changed
And-
them?
No, they've always been weighted in a weird way. But before it made sense when you would only turn in like 1 potion at a time.
Yeah.
Now, because of you're always incentivized to turn in all 3 sets of potions and the way that potions exist. I mean, I don't know the math, but they're saying that you'll have dozens or around 15,000.
Billions.
Around 15,000 extra points that you'll just never be able to spend if you decide to green log this.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know about never be able to spend, but like if you wanted to green log specifically, you'll just have 15,000 extra points that, I mean, you'll have to eventually spend if you want to on like bags of
I
potions.
had like 10 extra termites left over and I just dropped them.
Oh, yeah, you could do that too.
I was like, no.
Not with these points, but yeah.
Yeah. Previously, we announced play and static toggle to the potion storage interface, allowing players to set their potions to deposit into storage by default, even when the interface is not open. This particular feature is launching today, aka yesterday, And thank you for your patience. To clarify, a new toggle button, Always Deposit to Potion Store, has been added to the bank options view. This toggle has two settings.
Yeah, you can enable it and disable it, obviously. So the potions, when enabled, will always get deposited to the potion storage, regardless of which tab was open. Like I said previously, if you had the storage tab open and you went to go deposit from like a raids bank or something like that, then you wouldn't be able to. It would only do the potions because it would remember that the potions are open in your bank. You can also turn this off though, so that potions will be deposited into whichever tab the player has open.
Which I don't imagine anyone using the storage would want that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe if you have like a little loot tab going, like you're keeping track.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's also some other smaller fixes and changes. So they fixed an issue where the scroll down of the chugging barrel wasn't working as intended to view the loadouts at the bottom of the configuration page.
Also, they updated the loadout interface to show the availability of doses in the potion storage. This can be seen as a red circle near the potion, indicating that it's not found.
Goading potions are now correctly mentioned under the Harlander section of Gillenor's Flora Herbs book. Didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, it was actually under the wrong one initially when they added it.
That's funny.
They fixed an issue where closing the bank with the potion storage tab open prevented items depositing elsewhere.
Potion storage now expands in height correctly when tabs are hidden.
They updated the tab style selection to a drop-down input in the options menu.
Reorganized toggle buttons in the options menu for better clarity.
And vials are no longer consumed when withdrawing potions directly to the chugging barrel.
Increase the click box for the AGA lever to make it easier to interact with.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot of small changes.
Yeah, that's all specifically for the mixology stuff.
Seeing how much stuff is changing is making me very happy I've not gone there yet.
Yeah.
Soon.
Next, we have the Colossal Worm Agility course changes.
This was making me maybe a little bit sad that I already finished this.
Yeah, it's not going to be a big deal for most players, but they did increase the XP of the course as well as the rewards of the course. So each obstacle went from 62 to 70 XP, and the completion went from 325 to 358, so a slight boost.
Yeah, it's like a 4,000 XP per hour increase.
Yeah, it goes from 40 to 44, putting it on par with other similarly leveled places.
I missed like 40,000 XP.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Also, on top of that, though, they made it so that the rewards, such as the termites, will drop more. This means specifically that the obstacles will drop 8 to 10 of the termites, unless you are doing specifically a obstacle in the advanced section, which will drop 12 to 15.
Yeah, previously, like I was reading on the wiki that they were like, if you want to green log it faster, do the easy one.
Yeah.
Because it's quicker. But I chose to do the hard way because I wanted more XP too.
Yeah, they did say that, for instance, the first few obstacles that you do are just regular obstacles, so they'll only give 8 to 10, but once you're in the advanced course, then those will be 12 to 15.
Cool. We hope that those two buffs bring the Colossal Worm Agility course more in line with your feedback.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. People be complaining about everything.
Yeah, feedback or, how it was pulled. There's some additional random changes to Varlamore, including all variants of the blue dragons found in Varlamore inside the ruins. I'm not going to say the name.
Tepoyauk?
In the Tapo ruins, they're now all consistently weak to fire as they should be.
In the Heart of Darkness, we've added a different dialogue to make it clear when the trial is being reset upon failing to pick the traitor.
They fixed a bug where players were able to teleport to Camp Torm before meeting the requirements.
Fixed the bug where players could finish the Witch's Potion quest with the Cauldron on Alderan.
And lastly, they fixed a bug where clicking the CKQ code for the fairy ring wasn't automatically inputting the code.
Nice. Some other miscellaneous changes. Mortmire fungi will now show in an open region pouch automatically as you pick them up from a log in Mortmire.
That's nice because I like...
That's the whole point of them.
Yeah, I was all like, that would just make it not as easy anymore.
So that's kind of annoying when I get, I think.
Yeah, Mortmire
Personally, I don't like doing that.
I don't like doing it either, but it's really good, so it's worth doing. Ancient brews and Menophyte remedies are now correctly mentioned under the Dwarf Weed section in the herb book.
Yeah, I don't know where this herb book is.
You don't know where the herb book is?
The Gillenor's Flora Herbs book.
Oh,
no.
Come on, dude.
I don't.
Everyone knows where that is.
No one knows.
But that's it for this week. Yeah.
Pretty chill, easy week. Actually, I forgot we got Wintertodt. Kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
This is the problem with like recording over 2 days. I forgot that that even happened, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice we get to catch stuff whenever it does come out the second day, which does happen pretty often.
Not this week though.
Nope.
The Flora book is in the Farming Guild. He's looking it up.
Yep, it's in the Farming Guild. There you go. If lost, it can be reclaimed from a crate near the tree patch or a bookcase within your POH.
What kind of lore nerd found this mistake? It just talks about what all the herbs do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't want to go to the wiki, you can go there, I
Yeah.
guess.
I guess.
But that's it. We can jump into some questions.
Yeah, so 2 questions this week. First is from Matt over on Discord. I have a non-RuneScape question, probably mostly for Rob. What open world game has, in your opinion, the coolest world but the worst gameplay? I haven't played many, but my choice would be Red Dead Redemption 2. I know that's controversial, but I thought the Grand Theft Auto games were way more exciting, and Red Dead suffered from being an environment where honestly not that much interesting stuff really happens. Coolest world, worst gameplay.
Coolest world. That's a very controversial take for Red Dead.
Is it?
Yeah. It's also, I thought the gameplay of Red Dead was pretty good. That being said, I was telling Michelle that I'll probably just end up sticking with this mainly because I can't really think of too many open world games, but probably New World is funny because
Oh,
I was talking about that with my friend recently because they're having a big patch. For anyone that
he logged in.
may have ever played New World and wants to keep their name, you have to log in by like the 15th of this month in order to keep that name, or
His name
it'll
is
get
literally just Rob. He had to log in.
yeah, or it'll get erased. So I logged in just to keep the name.
And I was telling him this sounds like one of those fake Facebook things where they're like, Mark Zuckerberg, I do not give you permission to share my profile. Share if you agree.
Yeah, and also if you're like a console enjoyer, it's coming out on console that same
Oh,
day. So
nice.
yeah, so probably that game because that game probably had one of like the cooler worlds. It had you know, a great like vibe for each area, and also exploring the outdoors was pretty enjoyable. But my main problem wasn't that the gameplay was like super bad.
Yeah.
It was more that the gameplay was like never really fixed. And by that I mean like the main problem with the game itself, even to this day, is the fact that like devs, there either just isn't enough devs or they don't care. I'm not sure which one it is, but like
Hmm.
there's still bugs and like stuff in the game that's like still not fixed,
That's
years
why
down
you
the
stopped
line.
playing.
Yeah, and like there's a ton of bugs in all types of the combat, so that definitely takes away from it, in my opinion, and that bleeds into the gameplay and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying that like the gameplay as a concept is fine, but in practice it's just really annoying. The bugs you run into, especially if you play the game a lot, which is
Hmm.
why I stopped playing.
Okay. My answer, I don't play that much open world games, I don't think.
No.
So the games I am choosing, I don't dislike them. I just don't know what to do in them.
Yeah.
So that'll be Zelda, with the one that I have.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Tears of the
Breath
Kingdom?
Breath of the Wild.
I think I'm Tears of the Kingdom.
You have both.
And I only got one.
Then it's Breath of the Wild.
Nuh-uh.
Tears of the Kingdom came out like last year. You got it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. The other one is Skyrim. I don't know what to do in them. Like, I like them. I think they're fun. I'm kind of overwhelmed with information.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Michelle.
you saw whenever I was playing Zelda, you came and started doing combat on it, and I was like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, Michelle doesn't really understand the concept of like.
It is Tears of the Kingdom, by the way.
Oh, that's weird. You just skipped the other one.
Yeah, I put them both on my wish list, and Anna bought me that. So I was
Oh.
like, okay.
Okay. But yeah, I thought you bought it a long time ago.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, you don't really play sandbox games too much.
I don't, because I like a little bit of direction.
Yeah.
I know they have direction, but it's a little bit overwhelming for me.
I think if you figured out Skyrim, you could, because there's like an entire like,
Quest
sorry,
line.
there's an entire like quest log, and it shows you like where to go and stuff.
Zelda also is the same thing, but I still feel overwhelmed because I don't know the game at all.
Oh well.
And I started to get overwhelmed with Skyrim last time because they were introducing like new fighting things, and I was like, "What is this?" Whenever I was a kid and first started playing RuneScape, I did not like Mage because I thought it was overwhelming. So it's similar. I'm like, I just want to do melee everywhere. It's easy.
That's cool.
Yeah. So those are my answers. But those are both two games I want to go back to,
Yeah.
despite.
Just two of the most most popular games of all time.
Yeah,
All
I'm just they overwhelm me.
right.
Next question is from Hariger on Discord. Assume Jagex introduces a system where you have to pledge your allegiance to a particular god and can only use that god's benefits and no others. For example, equip weapons, wear armor and clothes, and cast spells. You can only change allegiance every 90 days. Jagex also works to balance out the special benefits so that there's as an equal as possible distribution of players with each god. First question, what god would you choose right now if you had to choose one before the god rebalance?
Yo, it's actually so funny that Harger brings this up based
Mm-hmm.
on me talking about New World.
Okay.
I don't know how it works now. Like I said, I just logged in to claim my names. I haven't played in years. But whenever the game first came out, there's three factions that you can choose between. I don't even remember the names. It's like green, yellow, and purple. And you were like aligned with that faction and went to war with all the other ones. And you could change, but you can only change like once every like 180 days or something like that.
Ooh.
So it was along the like a similar lines to this, so I thought that was kind of funny.
What god?
That being said, I would obviously choose Bandos,
What?
whatever god that is.
I think it's just Bandos. Bandos is a god.
Bandosian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would choose that one
For why?
because it has the best armor.
No, but I'm imagining that everything would be kind of like equaled out in a way, like balanced.
Um, yeah,
I had a good one.
I mean, I guess I would potentially choose not Armadillo, not uh Commander Ziliana.
Oh, I thought you choose like Gothics to be honest.
No.
So you choose Ceradomin.
Yeah, probably, I
Okay.
guess.
That's what kind of cape I have.
Okay.
Like the,
That's cool.
the Majorina
Like
cape.
I have the
I have
cape.
a cape.
That's the cape. That's actually the cape I have.
Yeah, I have the blue cape.
Yeah, I guess I would pick Ceradomin. I feel like honestly, I feel like she would be like the most like strategic or like level-headed general.
She
But
seems sneaky. Didn't she like steal the light from someone or
I have
something?
no idea about any of that stuff.
I
I'm
don't know.
strictly basing it on the fight itself and also like the stats of the boss.
I have a very good reason for choosing mine. It's way better
Okay.
than that.
Okay.
I would choose Armadillo because I like how the Blessed D head looks the most.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it looks pearlescent and pretty.
Wow, that's
So I
cool.
would choose Armadillo. We can move on to the next
So it's a
question.
bird.
It looks like pearlescent and pretty.
You're a bird follower.
No. Ik
Okay.
ben een vogel.
Yeah, you're literally a bird. Okay. That's cool.
Would such a system anger the fan base? Second question.
Um
Yes. 100%. People like to have everything,
yeah, you
including
can
me.
only change allegiance. I think it would depend. Honestly, I feel like it might not matter too much depending on what the allegiances meant.
Hmm.
Like if it meant like, oh, you had to control certain territories or something like in New World, then yeah, I think people would overall not like being able to change and like play with their friends or whatever. But
Maybe you can't wear bandos if you're wearing Armadillo gear.
yeah, exactly. So I think like it would be cool for a lot of people, but also I think if they did it too strict and with like a 90-day time, that might be too long as
Yeah, I
well.
think it'd be a little bit too limiting.
So I think overall people wouldn't like it, but I don't think it would be many changes away from people being okay with something similar.
It just kind of reminds me of Leagues a little bit because, especially like the God Wars, like Bandos versus Armadillo, you're kind of choosing one combat style of gear to wear.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it harder. I think it's just a little bit too limiting.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's sleepy.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I said, I think it would be cool. I think it could be cool, but I think the way that they would implement it, if it was very similar to this, people wouldn't like it in general.
Yeah. I have to make it
Yeah, a little bit
a
cooler.
little bit more lenient.
They did end up becoming much more lenient on the similar plan for New World whenever I quit. I think they changed it to like once every like 30 days or something like that. It might have been even more lenient whenever or now. But yeah, it's because for that exact fact is like you couldn't like if you had friends, and this was actually extremely common, is like you would become friends with other guilds or something like that, and
That's
they
not
were
allowed.
of a different faction, which usually wasn't a big deal. But if that faction was going to war or defending their property, you couldn't help them.
That's annoying.
So you'd have to like either like make another character or just switch factions and then eat the cooldown for however long that would be until you could do it again so that you could play with them, which
I
people didn't
don't
like.
want that.
Yeah. So that, I mean, yeah, overall people wouldn't like it, but I think it's kind of interesting, at least.
I think it's too scary.
I think it would be more interesting if there's something to play for.
I think it'd be interesting if we got those God alignment prayers.
Yeah, the thing they said that was coming out for sure, dude.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, take your time as long as you don't have to keep hotfixing it over and over.
I mean, they're going to take their time and it will
That's
require
okay.
that.
Whatever.
But yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks again for the questions. I liked these questions.
Usually I
So,
hate them.
oh, you do?
No, this is a prank.
Wow,
It was a
you guys heard that?
prank.
She
No,
said
it's a
it.
prank.
Yeah, sorry about the camera. I don't know what's going on
Yeah, the
with
camera
that.
kept freezing all throughout if you're on YouTube. I
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully the audio's fine though.
The audio, yeah. It's been happening on my stream too.
Anyways, though, that's going to be it. We hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, you can make sure to check all of our social media for any of the latest updates on that stuff.
Our Twitter and TikTok are Bunebapeosrs. Our Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch are Bunebape. So I stream 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape. And this weekend, I'm going to be in Tina's Bingo. So stop by if you want to see some bingo content.
Teeners Binger. All right, so that's going to be it. Thanks again, and we'll see you all.
Very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.